Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm just about to start a Facebook Live. So if you wouldn't mind going over to my Facebook Live on Facebook. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Let me stop. What part of the world you're in. Let me come over here and stop that. So if you're on Facebook, I'm actually broadcasting live on YouTube, and I'm waiting for somebody on YouTube to go over to my Facebook wall and put in oh, look at that, it's gone black and white. How fantastic is that? So if you're on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if you could go and put in the comments the link in the Facebook Live so that people know that we're about to broadcast. And I can see that on Facebook itself we've got, where's my hangout gone? I've lost my hangout link. There we go. So I'm just going to put this on here to see. Let me just move that back. Sorry to give you fingers and thumbs. Look at that. So we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. Now, the people that are on Facebook, you need to come over to YouTube because I want to share my screen and I want to talk to you about the Padlock income. I'm sorry about that light. Maybe if I turn that up like that, it might give us a bit more better lighting. I'm in black and white. How cool is that? Let's have a look at what this one is. Pop. That's Pop. I don't know. Look, a bit of a redhead there. No filters. There you go. No filters on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, there's the members of the people that are on YouTube are putting the link in for YouTube. Okay. Black and white video, Jeremy. Yeah, I know. So how did you like that? Let's see. They got country. I don't know what country means. Let's go back to black and white. I like black and white. Anyway. I just got a message now. Let me have a look at what the message is from the programmer. So bear with me. I'm going to mute myself on here because he sent me a message. Let me just tell him. Text, please, on Hangout. The programmer, I'm waiting for an answer from the programmer, you see. So I wanted to send me a text message. Rather than a voice, not voice. Let's just see. That's it. Right. So let me just tell you where we are with Padlock income. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you in a moment and tell you a little bit. I want to show you some stuff that I think is going to make you quite excited about Padlock income. So let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Come over, share screen, and let's go over to the Hangout first. Let's go over to the Hangout. Let's minimize that. Where's the Hangout? Where's the Chrome? There we go. Chrome's here. Right. So we've got Chrome. So let's see who's on the Hangout. So we've got 96 people watching. Okay. 96 people watching. I'm just waiting for a comment. Let me just see what the programmer says. I do apologize, but I like to keep up with what the programmer's telling me. Oh, that's started something else now. So I shall check that in a minute. Wirecast. Oh my God. No, I don't want to buy Wirecast. Thank you very much. Continue. Look at this. Never work with children and animals. Let's just minimize this. Go back to that later. Right. So we're on the Hangout. So who we got? We got Stefan. We got Leona. We've got Stephen. We've got John. We've got Leaf. I don't know how you spell that. We've got Joe Rock. Got Graham. We've got Cameron. Amanda. Kim. Come on, who else is there? Bill, come on, give me some messages. Let me know that you're alive. Okay, Caroline, Barbara, Anne, Brian. Here we go. Brian's in the house. Look, David, Martin, Russ, Dean, Anthony, Dave, Kieran. Wow, it's all going crazy now. Hi, good. It's good to see you here. Look, we've got 106 people watching. 106 people watching on YouTube. I'll get mixed up. Come on, let's get these thumbs up. The thumbs up. The idea is that we should be helping share this business for everybody. And I can tell you something. I want to go to my inbox, okay, my emails. I want to show you something. I want to show you something on my inbox. Now, if you look, if I get this, I'm sorry about this, but Facebook, okay. So as you can see, look, we're just going to count down these 654. Okay, 654. So I don't know if you could see that that's the 5th. That's the day, you know, with the 5th. This is my little opt-ins. Okay, I'm getting my emails from Padlock, and if I go all the way down, and keep going until it goes to the 4th of June. Okay, so you could see, look, congratulations, new people joining, joining, little bits of commission coming in. So it's working like a charm for me. Now, what I'm going to be telling you is, if I come back to the Hangout, I want to come back to the Hangout. I can tell you that I'm testing a little bit of advertising on Facebook where I'm not actually making any posts in any of the groups. And I'm getting on average, I can tell you this now, I'm getting on average, well, let's count them. Let's tell you what today's are. Okay, so let's go from the top there. So we can't count that one, so that's the commissions. There's 1, 2, then we go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then it's 8, 9. So let's just go down a bit further. 10, 11, no, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 30 opt-ins today. 30 opt-ins. I want to write this on the board. 30 people today. And so that I'm going to call them opt-ins. Okay. And I can tell you this, they're not coming from me doing Facebook posts in the way that you're doing Facebook posts at the moment. So I'm going to be doing some training. I don't know. I'm going to be putting some bonus stuff in the back office. Okay. Because I want to show you how to use Facebook correctly. Because what I've done is I've started you off in posting into Facebook groups. And then I will show those of you who want to do it. It's not compulsory. Everything's voluntary. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I'm going to start to show you, okay? I'm going to start to show you how to get leads the way I get leads. And I can also tell you this, I'm going to be giving away free leads, okay? Free leads. I'm going to be changing the sponsor and going to start giving them to people. For people, I'm going to run little competitions for leads. Okay, I'm going to run competition for leads because basically I don't want the leads. I don't want the leads. Okay, I want you to have the leads. I want you to build your business. And so what I thought I'd do, rather than I'm going to promote, okay, I'm going to carry on promoting, and the leads that I get, I'm going to be giving them away. I'm going to be giving them away, but I'm going to be running little competitions to see who wants those leads. So let me just come back to the Hangout because I like to see the whites of the eyes. So I can tell you now that I've got 30 opt-ins today, okay? And it's not from me posting. Go in the groups and you don't really see me posting in the groups, okay? Because I'm doing something that's completely different, and I think you're going to love it when you find out what it is, okay? And it's not going to be for everybody. It doesn't cost you any money, I can tell you that. It's not going to cost you a penny to do it. All it's going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up certain little posts. My battery's going to go on Facebook in a moment, my battery. So let's just, I don't know how you do. How do I do this? I don't know. So if I get rid of that, I do apologise. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing, Ian. Hi there, Ian. If anybody wants to make money working from home, okay. If you want to make money working from home and you're thinking about working on the internet, somewhere in the description on Facebook, you're going to find a link that will take you to a YouTube broadcast. Okay. When you get to that YouTube broadcast, if anybody's on YouTube, come over and put the link there, and also put your links for people that are already in Padlock Income. So if you're thinking about working on the internet and you don't know where to start and you don't want to spend any money getting started, you want to start for free, I've built a system where you can get started absolutely 100% free. It doesn't cost you any money, and I'll show you to get your results first before you move into paying out money. You know, and the first bit of money you'll ever have to pay is $10. Okay, the first bit of money you'd pay is $10. But before you get to paying $10, I'm going to show you that you're going to get results. Okay, so you join. It's Padlock Income, and if you're watching on Facebook, you'll find some members are going to put some links in there, their links, and it'll be padlockincome.com/ and a number. Go to one of those links, sign up for free. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything to have a look. Doesn't cost you anything to get started. You're starting there. Everything I show you how to do everything, and I'm going to show those people that want to know how I can get you 30 leads a day by doing a simple method on Facebook, and it doesn't mean posting in any Facebook groups. Okay, and you're probably thinking, well, how do you get leads if you're not posting in Facebook groups? I'm going to show you how to use Facebook properly. Okay, I'm going to show you what we've got you doing at the moment. We're getting you posting into groups, which is great. We're going to be adding more groups. I've got a list of 1,000 groups that we're going to start adding. We're going to be adding a system where not all the same members are posting in the same groups. Some members will be in certain groups and other members will be other. We're going to rotate them. We're also going to be adding where people can the images are going to rotate. So there's going to be, in total, there's going to be hundreds of images that you're going to be able to use, hundreds of messages that you're going to be able to use. So those people who don't know what I'm talking about, get yourself into Padlock Income because it'll all become apparent. But those that are already in Padlock Income, we're not even out the gate. I can tell you that we're not out the gate because we're in what I call the beta testing. I don't know what you call it. You know, this testing mode where we get people to come in and we start to see what happens on the site as they come in. So let me just go back. Bear with me a second because what I want to do is just close, get this, and I want to go to here. My mobile phone over this side. I do apologise, moving it over that side because I can't see the screen. And I'm gonna take you in the back office of Padlock Income. So I've got to move the phone back this way in the middle now. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna go up here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen, and now I have to move the phone because I've got the phone resting on my computer. That's what it is. So if I go off on Facebook, let me just go back on Facebook. I'm going to finish on Facebook, okay, because my battery is about to run out. So if you want to come and join the Hangout, somebody put the link for the Hangout in this video feed, you know, in the Facebook video feed. Please put the link to the YouTube broadcast because I want to share my screen and I'd love people to come and join us on YouTube, okay? So somebody put that link, if you could all post that YouTube link into my Facebook broadcast, that would be fantastic. There's Caroline's been the first one to put it in. So who we got? John Way's put the link in as well. So I'm going to be ending this broadcast in a minute. So when the broadcast ends on Facebook, you need to come over to YouTube, okay? So I'm going to finish it now on Facebook, and then I can take my phone and I'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Ending that on Facebook. Bear with me because my battery's going to go, you see. Post that on the Facebook. I do apologise that we're trying to do two jobs here. So let's pick my phone up. I've got 13% left on my phone. And the phone's sort of just gone black on me now. Let's just see what's happening. So what I want to do is, let me just see what the programmer's telling me. For everything's gone black on my phone. I think it's because the battery's going. So I'll put that down and forget about that. I'm going to share my screen. And hopefully you can see my screen. So what I want to do is I want to minimize this. I want to come back over to the Hangout and I want to see if people can see, if you can let me know that you can see the screen because we're on the thing. We've got 127 people on the Hangout, okay, watching. We've got 92 thumbs up. If we can get that thumbs up to up to almost the 128. Look, it's 128. Give us the thumbs up. I'm going to give away some leads. Okay, I'm going to give away some leads on the Hangout. Okay, so but I want to see the thumbs going up. I want to see the thumbs go up to at least over 100. We're 131 now, so we need at least a lot more than 95. You know, we've got 95 thumbs up. Can you see the screen? Yeah, you can. So I'm going to give some leads away, but we want to get well over that 100 thumbs up mark, you know, or you can give us the thumbs down, whichever you prefer. But I want to take you into the back of Padlock Income. And before I do that, I want to tell you that for those people that have imported their email, I'm going to come back here for a second. If you've imported your emails, I can tell you this at the moment, there's not a single email being sent out to anybody that's in the Padlock system. Okay. And the reason is for that is what we're doing is we've set up a new server, a new email server, okay, just for Padlock Income. You know, so the emails will be going out from the, and we had to make sure that we got it up with the you know, that Google are happy with us, and all the, you know, all the big email providers, Yahoo, MSN, all them. You know, you have to have a certificate in place, which is the HTTPS. They have to recognise the certificate, and there's a few other things. I don't quite understand it myself. I'm not a programmer, but I can tell you that there's no emails going out. Okay, so I can imagine what's going to happen when the emails start going out. So if you've imported your contacts, your contacts haven't been notified about Padlock Income, but there will be soon. Okay, I'm just waiting for the programmers to give me the heads up of when that's going to be switched on. Now, what we did in the last sort of 24 hours, let me just see what the programmer says. I'm waiting for your command. It launched the imported lead functionality. I'm just seeing it then. Then they have their first email in half an hour. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me just send the programmer a message. Danny, I'm happy for you to start sending out the emails for the imported contacts, providing you have the stats. You remember we talked about it earlier, that people are going to be able to see the stats of how many people opened the emails and all that sort of stuff. Is the stats going to be in the back office underneath their imported contacts so they can see the stats? If they are, and you've taken that into account, then please switch it on. Switch it on. We want those emails to start going out. And if you could just come back to me and confirm one way or the other whether the stats are in, and if they're not, when they're going to be in, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Right, so I've sent the programmers that message live while we're on here. So we're ready now to switch that part on. Okay, we're ready to switch that part on. So I just want to tell you what the email thing that is. So if you've got a list of leads, okay, you've got a list of leads that you've imported, okay, that you've imported. You just heard me speak to the programmer. He just sent me the WhatsApp message. Okay, he's gonna tell me in a moment whether he's gonna switch that on. And he said then the first lot of leads will start to receive emails within the half an hour once we switch it on. So my guess is we're gonna switch that on within the sort of like the next hour or so, you know, or certainly at the latest by tomorrow morning UK time. Now that's your imported leads. Then you've got your landing page, which is to your ref link. You know, there's a number that goes after, I don't know what that number is, you know, your number that says Padlock Income / and then there's a number. That's your number. So those leads get put into another list. Okay, I can tell you now that those leads are not receiving any emails. Okay, so imagine what's going to happen when we switch on the email. Once we know this is working, we'll then focus back over here and we'll put these in. So they're not getting email notifications saying, you know, come and make sure you fill out your application, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. And you would have noticed yourself, you're not receiving any emails from me and you're already in Padlock Income. Okay, because we wanted to make sure that the emails were going to get delivered. Because if you remember, when we sort of went live, launched or turned on or whatever you want to call it, when we actually did that, the very first people that got in got that red screen where Google would say, oh, don't go there, it's dangerous. That was because our form wasn't recognised. Once we got our certificate recognised and we're then at HTTPS, so it means that we're a secure server, the next thing we have to do is to make sure that if we send an email out, it actually ends up in the inbox. Okay, the inbox. You can't obviously have 100% into an inbox, you know, because some email providers work different to others. But the one we wanted to make sure that we're in the inbox of was Google Plus. Okay, so what we did, we've been testing, sending out emails, sending out testing. You know, we've got emails that we can send out to like a test list, if you like, people that have prepared to opt in for me to use them as a guinea pig, and they've been getting the emails started off. They've been getting the emails because when we first launched, remember, launch switched on. I don't know what you want to call it. This is not like your traditional online business. Okay, there was no early bird list. There was no get in first and position yourself. That's not how this system works. You get in and the system works for everybody. Obviously, it works faster for some people than it does others, you know, because some people put a bit more effort in. But I take you by the hand. I'm going to show you in a minute, and I don't want to get sidetracked. But for those people that did join when we sort of switched on, okay, 98% of them, the email went into their spam folder. Well, what would be the point of us switching on all the email system if everyone ended up in the spam folder? Because who checks their spam? Nobody does, you know. The only spam I check is the one that you get in the supermarket. You fry in a frying pan that my mum used to do, and I hated it, fried spam. But anyway, so we wanted to make sure that the emails are being delivered. They are now. We know that the email system works. We have an independent email company that we use, that we've used for years, that we use in our other business. And you know, because anybody that knows me, I've got other businesses, we hosting companies and whatnot, and we were using. They set it all up. They set up our email server, and it's now good to go. It's good to go. So I'm just waiting for Danny, the head programmer, to tell me that it's going to be switched on. Okay, so once we switch on this part, the imported contacts, then we will go over and start looking at switching on this bit by bit. Okay. Now, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to come over to there. And I want to tell you, so what we got, 112 people giving us the thumbs up, 133 people watching, 134. Come on, let's get them thumbs up. With at least, if you're watching live now, which is 133 of you, you know, give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up, or give us the thumbs down. It's entirely up to you. But what I want to do, let's take you into Padlock Income. Now, this is a test account that I use, okay, so I can do demonstrations. As you can see, it's an admin account in the top right-hand corner. So let me take you to Padlock number 1. Okay, Padlock 1. You've got a facility to import emails from maybe a couple, from a couple of businesses that are connected with Padlock Income. So what we will be adding, where you'll be able to import contacts from your Gmail, your Hotmail, MSN, and all them sort of things. If you want to, that is. You don't have to import none. Let me just have a swig of water. So when you first get into the site, you're gonna you come to the dashboard. Okay, you end up on the dashboard. And there's a button here, okay, that says quick access. This would take me to Padlock 3. Well, obviously, when you first join, you'd be in Padlock 1, or you can access it from the left-hand side. Okay, so soon as you get into the site, you can go over to Padlock 1. You have to watch the video. Okay, the video there explains to you what you need to do. You click on this. Okay, you get into here. You won't see the Facebook icon when you first come in, and you have to watch the video. Once you watch the video, you will see then you'll be able to see the email icon. You'll be able to do the instructions for the email. Then when you've done that, you'll be seeing the Facebook icon. So if I click on the Facebook icon, you have to watch the video. And I need to see this. I've got to rewrite this because you don't see this writing until the video plays. Now, at the top of the screen, you can see a timer. Now, the timer, what I can tell you what the timer's for. Each task that I give you, okay, I give you 24 hours to sort of get your head around it and do it, okay? But you can, at the end of that 24 hours, extend it by another 12, and then by another 12, and by another 12. Now, what happens when the timer runs out? You have to make a choice. Do you want some more time, or are you ready to move on to the next task? Okay, now you don't lose the old task. It's always there. But the thing I didn't want to do was to give people information overload, that big learning curve where they have to see hundreds and hundreds of videos. Okay, they only get the task that they're working on. Okay, their task that they're working on. Now, so when you first join, it's 24 hours. You cannot go anywhere else until the 24 hours elapse. So you can either sit and look at the screen for 24 hours, or you'll click the getting started button and say, yeah, let me get stuck in. There's a survey that I ask you to do. I'm going to be removing this survey from here. I'm going to be putting it at the end of the Facebook actions. Okay, then once you've done the survey, you refresh the screen. You know, you click this button here. If I just click this, it takes you over to a small survey. If you've done the survey, you'll get a notification to say you've done it. If you haven't done it, you just answer. There's 5 questions. Okay, would you like to earn $15,000 monthly income in the next 90 days, even if you've never made any money before? Yes or no? You know, it's a simple question. Next one, would you like a money-making system that makes all the sales for you and you never have to speak to anybody? A yes or no question. Simple. Next question, what would you spend the extra money on? If you're earning all this extra money, what would you be spending it on? Let me just see what the programmer said. He did say, and again, it's just a simple answer, you know, and I can show you the stats for this. And then at the bottom here, it says, how much on average do you make working online? Less than $100, you know, between 200 and 500 and so on. You just pick one of those answers. And then the bottom one, it says, what do you think that's stopping you from making real money online? And these is multiple choice. There's 5 questions that you answer. Why do I want you to answer them? It's because it helps me to tailor the Padlock income for you as an individual. It helps me. It helps me. I get to know what the majority of people need, so then I can provide what they need. Okay. Once you've done that that campaign, at the moment you're going to need to refresh your page before you see the Facebook task button appear. Once you click on the Facebook task, today I won't be able to send the details tracking, but I will do that in the morning and then start sending out. So there you go. So he's going to start sending. In that case, I will be comfortably positioned early morning. So early morning, there you go. Programmer's going to switch on for us to do. Let me just tell him. Okay, Danny, that's great. Tomorrow morning, fantastic. So the programmers are going to switch on the emails so that the first lot of emails, your leads are going to or your imported contacts, these ones over here, your imported contacts. Dare I do it? I could show you my imported contacts, but I won't because there's a lot of personal information on there, but I've got a big list. I can tell you that I'm going to start emailing out. Anyway, so when you come into this first task, you're in the first one. First thing you need to do, click the link up the top here, go over to the Facebook group. Okay, see if you're a member of that group. If you're not, there's 244,000 people in this group. Okay, you join it. If you're not a member, you obviously need to join. If you are a member, you come back here, mark this radio box, I'm already a member, or I'm waiting to be approved. Okay, you get this red cross. So obviously you cannot make the post if you're waiting to be approved, but it doesn't stop you moving on to the next task. So you come down, I'm just going to put this tick back because I'm already a member. Then if you can't make the post, you go on to the next task. Okay. And again, there's at the top of the screen, there's a video. There's a video on the right. Every page has a video. And if I show you here, the video, 2 minutes and 39 seconds long, and it tells you what to do on the page. So there's no guesswork here. It's so simple. Your grandmother can do this stuff. And you've basically got 24 hours to go through this process that I'm showing you. Again, you click the button, takes you over to the Facebook group to see if you're a member of it. Okay, if you're not a member, then you can join it. If you are a member, it says, look, 5 friends are waiting to join this group. So let me go down here. And I'm going to add these people. Okay, so I'm going to add these. Going to add them. So if you see that, check on the sign. If you get that saying you've got 5 people that want to join. So there you are. So if that's you, I've just added you to these groups. Okay. So again, you'd make your post in the group. And again, if you're looking at the screen thinking, what on earth is he talking about? Making posting group? How's that going to get? Watch the video. Okay. Watch the video. Once you've done the task, I'm on number 2. Okay. You just basically move to the next task. And again, you join, you click the button at the top of the screen, click the button at the top of the screen, take your group. You need to join it. If you're not a member of the group, then you have to wait, don't you, before you can actually make your post inside the group. Okay. So if I go down here, there's people probably, let's see if I can find any posts of recent posts for this group. Doesn't look like I've found a post for this group. If I go down a little bit longer, you see, so you can never over post in these groups because there's like 250,000 people that are posting in this group. And, you know, I see one, I see a person of an owner of a group, and basically he was saying, let me just come back to the Hangout. He was saying, you know, that you need to stand out from the crowd, and you know, why would somebody click your link? But you know, I don't know about you, but if you watch TV, okay, if you watch TV, you might see an advertisement for, I don't know, say a shoe company, or a vacation, you know, a holiday, or this time of year is perfect. You know, they're always advertising the holidays, you know, and they show you the same advert over and over and over and over and over and over again. Why? Because it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing that if people see something time and time and time and time and time again, their curiosity is aroused. When you go into most of these groups, you'll see somebody puts a post. Within seconds, people in these groups, within seconds, their post is gone. But if there's multiple posts of people that are in the Padlock income, yes, you could say, well, what makes you stand out from the crowd? But the thing is, if you're, look, let me just show you this, because this is what I wanted to make sure that people understand. Why are we telling people to do the same groups? We're going to be adding more groups. But imagine, you know, you've got this post, Padlock income. Okay, another post, Padlock income. Different person, different ref link in here. You know, this could be 105. This could be 1,821. This one, there's another ref link, could be 3,001. I don't know, or 2, something like that. But you see, Padlock income, Padlock income. People that are in those groups, and even one of the groups, the admin of that group complained that we were making posts in that because you're not getting recognised. Well, he recognised it and he made a post recognising us. You know, so people are joining. You see that people join because they constantly see. And what does it do? It arouses curiosity. Yes, you might put a post in and it gets pushed down the feed. Okay? And then somebody comes, you know, this post might be at the top and it's now, I don't know, post someone's affiliate link, I'm going to say 204. And you're 105, that you were down here. But somebody happened to be in that group and say, look, I keep seeing these posts. I keep seeing them. What is this? And they click on it. You get a lead. Because working as a collective team, you get noticed. You start to work. It's like a soccer or a football team, if you want to call it. If you have one person go out on the field, there's no chance that you can win. No chance. And if you only have, if you play, we call it football in England, and I know the Americans call it soccer. But so I'm talking about soccer. You have 11 people that play, okay? Don't you? You can't have a foot, and then you have the coaches. Then you have the people who clean the staff room. You have the guy that drives the coach, or the woman that drives the coach to take the players to the away games. You know, there's a whole entourage of people to support that 11 people that actually are out kicking that ball down the field. Okay, and that's what we're doing. We're working as a collective entourage. That's the word, a collective team. Because we're working in a collective team, not everybody can score the goal. Not everybody scores the goal. The guy at the front or the woman at the front, if it's a women's football team or soccer team, that person needs to have the ball passed to her or him. Okay? And they have to make their run for it and they have to shoot for the goal. And that's what you're doing. When you post into these groups, you're lining up for the goal. You can't all score the goal at the same time. It's impossible. But somebody will be in the group at the right time. Their post will come, and somebody that's looking at these posts, I keep coming into this group to make my own post, and all I keep seeing is these. What's this? What is it? Curiosity. They're going to click on one of those posts. So you could see that there's a method to the madness. So don't get disheartened if somebody turns around and says, yeah, but you're just throwing, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. You know, I used to be an insurance salesman many, many years ago. It was back in the 80s, okay? And I can tell you that, it was, I lost my home, and I was in the construction industry, a plumber, and the construction industry just died. And I see an advertisement. I was living in Norfolk at the time, and I see an advertisement in the local paper for, and it was, I think it's OTT, we call it, or on target. No, it's OTE. That was what it was. OTE. It said insurance salesman. It didn't say salesman. It said executive, insurance executive. Okay, it says OTE, and at the time it was, I think it was something like I know that's not a pound sign, but it was something like earn £4,000 OTE. OTE stood for on target earnings. It was commission based only. Okay. And I went and worked in this insurance company. Within 6 months, I was the highest paid one in that branch. Okay. Because I was cold calling. And you know what? The guy that was teaching me, I remember his name very well, and God rest his soul, Ian, he said to me, you know, because I said to him, I can't do this, making these phone calls. They give you a big long list. If you've ever done cold calling, it can be so demoralizing, it's unbelievable. But they give you this big long list of telephone numbers, and you basically you phone. You try and sell them insurance. Okay, you try and get them to buy insurance or get an appointment to go around and see them. And do you know what? One day I was working. I said to him, I can't do it. And he said, come in, Jeremy. Let's have a look how you're doing. And he said, you've been here for like a month. You've been doing these calls. How many sales you've made? How much money have you made? So I can't remember the exact amount, but it was over like in the first month I made like about £800 for the month. And I'm going back into the 80s. Okay, so £800, what a bad salary for a month, you know, back in the 80s. And he said to me, you do realise that for every no you get, you're going to get near to a yes. Okay, for every no you get, you're getting nearer to a yes. So when you get the, you know, you say, hello, my name's Jeremy Rush, and I just wanted to ask you if you thought about PPI or you know, if you've got health insurance and things like that. What would you do if anything happened to you? And you know, there was a whole spiel that they give you. I can't remember it off by heart now. But the thing is you try to book an appointment. Okay, and he used to say to me, people used to say no, that some people was abusive to you on the phone, and you put it down. He said, let's have a look. Let's analyse how many calls you made. And he worked it out. He worked it out from all the calls that I made, based on the money that I'd made. I was making 50 pence per call. And he said to me, so it looked at it completely different to what I was looking at it before, where I was getting no. So, come on, say no, I can get on to the next call. 50p, 50p, 50p. Those 50p's, bang, started to add up. I got the yeses. It was a numbers game. Whenever you're doing anything in the sales area, whether it's retail sales, whether it's online sales, whether it's call centres, the more people you speak to, the more chances you're going to get a sale. Okay? This system, you don't have to speak to anybody. The system does the selling for you. Okay? Now, when it's a pure numbers game of how many people that you get come into your business. That's it. If you have let's face it, if you have a store, okay, a shop, and you're selling, I keep saying shoes, I'm going to say hats this time. If you have a shoe shop, a hat shop, okay, I'm going to show you two scenarios. Believe it or not, that's a hat, okay? And I'm going to show you another hat. So I'm going to write on there, just in case you get lost and say, what is that, Jeremy, that bump? That's a hat, okay? So I'm going to just do this little line. I do apologise, my pen's run out. So I'm going to go like that, and there's my hat. This hat shop has got 100 hats in it. This hat shop has got 100 hats in it. This one makes sales all day. This one's lucky if it makes one sale a week. Why? They're both selling hats. They've both got shops. They've both got 100 hats each of exactly the same hat. How come this one's making sales every day making sales? Okay, and this one's lucky if it makes a sale a week. Well, I didn't tell you where they are. This one's in a field. Okay, in a field. And there's only the ramblers every now and again that walk past to buy out. This one is downtown New York. Okay, this one's in New York. Downtown New York, just round the corner from Times Square. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are walking past that shop every day of the week, 24 hours a day. Of course they sell more hats. They have to go back to the wholesaler and say, I need another 100. This one don't. He says, I've got 99. I've got to wait till them sales go down a bit. Because it's not about what you're selling. It's about where you're situated and what it is, what your footfall is. If you have, I used to, my business partner, his brothers used to have nightclubs and hotels. And I used to run with him the hotels and the nightclubs. And some nightclubs would do better And because the brothers would say to me, it's the footfall, Jeremy. It's on the right street, you know, there's people coming out the pubs and they're on their way past, you know, on their way to the tube station, because it was in London, they've got to pass this nightclub. So that's a great nightclub. It's right next to a tube station and there's all pubs up that end. So when they pour out the pubs, they've had a few sherbets and they were wandering back down to the tube station to get home and they want more drink. They want to have some dancing and they don't want the night to end. So what do? They walk into the nightclubs, put that same nightclub, same decor, same DJ, everything, put it in a little village out in the middle of nowhere. It will struggle. It's a numbers game. The more people that's come past your business, the more chances you are of getting sales. The more posts that we make out onto Facebook, the more chances we are of getting the sign-ups. There's no rocket science to it. So if somebody says, what makes you stand out in the crowd? Say, well, I'm standing out in the crowd because I'm working with a team of people. I'm not working on my own. I'm not on an island. I'm not trying to do all this on my own, because most people that are in affiliate programs are on their own competing with one another. Of course, competition's exciting. It puts the edge in it. Of course you want to do better. But when you work as a team, you know, when a football team or a soccer team go out of it, yes, the guy that scores the goals, he gets the glory. But the team get the glory as well because they move up the table. The team are the ones who get the salaries go up. They're more sought after. They say, well, why did that guy score all them goals? Because, you know, the guys at the back, brilliant defence. Or the guys in the middle, great crossers and all that. I don't know much about soccer, football, but you can't win a game on your own. You cannot. It's impossible, you know? Even if you play table tennis and you think, yeah, Jeremy, I've got you there. Table tennis on your own. No, he's got a trainer. He's got staff. He's got people that motivate him or her to be the best at what they're doing. If you're a car racing driver, you might think he's sitting in that car and he's the one who wins the races. Yes, he's the one driving the car, but if the mechanics don't do their job, the car don't drive, you can't win nothing. You don't do anything on your own. There's no I in team, is there? Team is about working together. How many times have you seen job applications? Are you prepared to work part of a team? Are you a team player? Yes. And when you go through working a bus driver, they don't necessarily say you've got to sit 10 people in front of the steering wheel steering it, but you've got to have the mechanics to look after the bus. You have the people that when the bus comes in, clean the windows and get rid of all the rubbish that's left on the bus. Got the guy who fuels it up, make sure the tyres are all right. Another guy sitting in the office to make sure that the insurance and the other documents that are needed are all in place. Bus driver, is it? And then when the bus driver turns up at the bus station, somebody had to put the bus station up on the side of the road, dig a hole and put a pole in it and say, this is where the bus stops. So the people know where to queue to get on the bus. It's not about one person. It's about working as a team. Working as a team. Doing your bit will help you, but it also in turn helps somebody else in your team. So the next time you see somebody say to me, well, what makes you stand out from the crowd? Say, well, I stand out from the crowd because I'm not part of the crowd that are on their own. I'm part of a crowd that work together. That's why we stand out from the crowd. So I was going to show you something, and I get excited about this business because I'm passionate to make sure that we get as many people as we can, get them to success, okay? Get the success stories. And I want to share my screen, okay? And I'm going to go back over to the Hangout and share my screen. So I'm going to be showing you, so let's go over to the Hangout. Let's go to the Hangout. I like the Hangout, okay? I'm going to be showing you, okay? What we got, yes, team works, and it does, okay? So what we got 137 people. I want 130 thumbs up, or at least, you know, interaction. So if somebody wants to give a thumbs down, give it. I want to give away some leads, okay? And I'm going to give away some leads to people that are on this live Hangout, and if we can get them thumbs up, we've got 140 people watching, so there's no reason why we shouldn't have 130 plus thumbs up. Okay, so let's get them thumbs up. We're 124, and I'm going to give away leads. These are people that have joined through my link. I'm going to change the sponsor of those people and put them under you. Okay, I'm going to put them under you. I'm going to choose some people from this live Hangout, And I'm going to give everybody, I'm going to choose some people, I'm going to give them, I don't know, 2 leads each. How about that? How does that sound? 2 leads each. Come on, guys, give the thumbs up, as Bob says. 124. Are we going to get, we got 127 because we've got a thumbs down. That's what I love. I love that people want to sit through an hour. What we've been 45 minutes to sit on a hangout watching for 45 minutes to give a thumbs down. Ain't they? You wonder why some people fail. You know, they spend their energy on negativity. Spend their energy. It's no good just putting your numbers in here at the moment because I haven't got enough thumbs up, have I? I haven't got enough. I've got 2 thumbs down. So we've got for 125. We had 126 a minute ago. So somebody who give their thumbs up decided to give a thumbs down. Okay, how bizarre is that? So what I would like to know, the people that put their thumbs down, tell me who you are because I want to give you some leads. I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you get out of your negativity. I'd love to help you and show you how it is that you can make money working on the internet with a little bit of positive energy and a little bit of direction. And I'm also going to be showing, for those that want to know, and I'm going to come back to here at the moment. So we're 127, okay, 127. Need to get up a little bit more, and I'm going to give away some leads. Okay, I'm going to give away some leads. Now, I want to have a drink of water. Okay. I'm going to be putting some extra. I'm going to be putting stuff. This is when you go into Padlock Income. It's the stuff that maybe it's a bit robot-y, you know. Do this, but that's great for some people. Okay, and that's great for a lot of people. But I'm also going to be putting what I call bonus material in there. Okay, and if you're that type of person that wants to do a little bit more than, say, the average person, you know, if you want to be a bit better than the average and you want to take your business to the next level, I'm going to be showing you some Facebook. I'm going to call the word training. Okay, I'm going to be showing you some Facebook training that will get you a ton of leads without you making one single post into a group. Okay, a ton of leads from Facebook, free. It's not going to cost any money. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to pay me any money, and you don't have to pay Facebook any money. I'm going to show you how to use Facebook to your advantage, because I know people don't use it. Because what people do, and I wanted to get people in this what do you call? What's the word I'm looking for? It's consistency. I want to get people into a consistency, because if you're prepared to do a consistent action, because I'm a great believer that every action creates a reaction. Okay, so if you do a consistent action, that creates a reaction. So if you're constantly negative, it's obviously the reaction you get is a negativity back. You know, because if you've seen those type of people that are always angry, they always seem to go out into the bars and the clubs and things like that. You know, when you were younger, and they all seem to get into fights all the time, and don't matter where they go, they all seem to find trouble. And when they get older, they drive their car and they get road rage, and there always seem to be somebody's cutting them up, or somebody's blocking them in, and they're constantly. I sit with people in the cars, and I can hear some people, and the windows are going down, and the fingers are going out the door, you know, and all the out the side window, and they're constantly they're almost to the point of boiling. You know, they're almost to that point. Because they're constantly looking for anger. They're constantly looking for negativity. I can tell you, if that's you need to change. You need to challenge yourself and say to yourself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 7 days without complaining. Try it for 24 hours because it's hard, I can tell you. But I did it. And once you can go for 24 hours and not complain, and I mean, don't moan if the kids are playing up and you just come in, or don't moan if you're driving down and you're sitting in traffic. Don't moan up the pub on a Friday about the week you had, and then on Monday moan about the week you're about to have. You know, don't moan that you want to spend more time with your family and you're not prepared to do anything about it. You know, so try and just do 24 hours and not complaining. You know, maybe the car don't start. Don't complain. Maybe the next door's goat was eating your flowers. Don't complain. Maybe the pigeons pooped on your car. Don't complain. Go 24 hours, and if you can stretch that to 7 days, I can tell you, once you get past 30, you've cracked it. Once you get that right mindset, you've cracked it. You've cracked working online. Then the penny starts to drop more and more. I'm going to show you step by step, every penny to drop for you. Everything to take your business to the next level. You can stay in Padlock 1 for the rest of your life, not ever pay Padlock. I'll show you how to make your business go through the roof. If you're in another business and you say, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how do I get these leads? Stay in Padlock 1 and I'll show you how to build your business free. I'm going to show you how to build it for free. Padlock 1 is about building you a list. Padlock 1 is about showing you how to get leads. Padlock 2 is to show you how to get sales, how to turn your leads into sales. It's no point having a big, massive email list if nobody's buying any of your products, is it? Let's face it. It's no point having a hat shop, if nobody's buying your hats, if you're over here. Every business you want to be able to sell your product. If you're in the construction industry and you're a roofer, you need people to ring you up and say, my roof's leaking. Come and fix it. You need customers. There's no point having a list of people that say, I might have my roof done, but actually I live in a tent, so I don't need you. There's no point having that, is it? There's no point having a list of people that like coffee, but you have a tea shop. There's no point in having a list of people that you sell hats to, and they don't want to buy hats, is there? There's no point having that. You need customers that want to buy your product. I'm going to show you inside Padlock Income. Join for free, and I'll show you how to get leads from Facebook without you making a single post into any group at all. And when I show you, you'll go, why didn't I think of that? Because that's what it did to me when I found out about it. I got that ha-ha moment that said to me, my word, this is so easy. It's so easy, your grandmother can do it. Inside Padlock Income, you're going to get all this stuff absolutely 100% free. If you've never made a penny working on the internet, you need to get in Padlock Income. If you're already working on the internet, or you've got a business that's online and you don't know how to promote it and you don't know how to get leads for it, you need to be in Padlock Income. If you're a leader and you're already, I'm a big shot, me, I can bring in people into any business. If you're one of them people, you need to be in Padlock Income, because the most of the times, the people you bring into the business can't recruit. They don't know how to make sales. And what happens? Your business sucks in on itself, because you bring in a load of people, they get all excited, they're all singing to the hills, and then slowly from the bottom up, they drop out. They can't recruit, they drop out. They can't recruit, they drop out. And what does a leader have to do? He has to go and look for another launch that's coming round the corner. This is the best thing since sliced bread. Get in now, guys. Lock your position. Get in. Position yourself. You're none of that with Padlock Income. Don't matter whether you come in now or you come in 10 years later. There's no better time to get in. When the time you're ready to get in, that's the best time to get in. You don't have to lock your position. It doesn't matter. There's nobody, because it's not one of these programs where if you get in first, all the people in the front make all the money. It don't work like that. It's not like it's the easiest business, online business, because I've given you a system that I use myself, to make over $64,000 in 2 days. The same system that I used in the run-up to Christmas 2014 that made me over $30,000 selling a Santa Claus letter for $7, and the profit from each sale was $3.50, and I made over $30,000 in the run-up by doing this method that I'm going to show you inside Padlock Income. If you're not a member of Padlock Income, you're not going to know what it is, okay? Now, when you go into your Padlock Income, what you want to do, your dashboard, first off, go to your Padlocks, get stuck into there. Obviously, fill out your profile because you want to be paid. Set yourself out a payment processor, Pazer, STP, Bitcoin. Set yourself one of those up, so when you start to get to the place when you're going to be paid, you can receive your money, okay? Next thing you want to do is keep an eye on the calendar. Every time I do training, every time I'm going to, this bonus material that I'm talking about, it's going to be in the calendar. You're going to know about it in the calendar. You're going to turn up. There'll be somewhere I'm going to be broadcasting. I'll do the broadcast, and then it'll be made private, and you won't be able to see it. Okay? And I will make it available for those people that sort of said, "Yeah, I'm interested. But I'm going to show you a method on Facebook, and I'll say it again. You don't have to make a post into any groups. I'm going to show you a method that will blow your socks completely off, and you're going to get a ton of leads from it. A ton of leads. that you're going to bring into the Padlock income system, not the hat shop. You're going to bring into the Padlock income system. Those leads, the system that I've built for you with the help of the programmers, obviously, because I'm not a programmer, but it's my system that I use. That system is going to turn those leads, not all of them, not going to turn, you're not going to bring in 10 people or 100 people and we're going to get your sales out of all of them, because not everybody's a buyer. But I'm going to tell you that it's going to turn a percentage, a high percentage of those people that you bring into this business for free into sales for you. Okay, into sales for you. So I want to share my screen because we're coming up to time, and I'm going to go over to the Hangout, and it's raining outside, and yet it's hot. Look, we're over 132. Look, 132 plus the one dislike. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a post. Okay, I'm going to make a post on Facebook. I want everybody to come to there. I'm going to do it in a literally just after this Hangout. You're going to come to there, and you're going to put your links for the Padlock income. And if anybody's made any money so far, I want to see those posts out on Facebook, and I'll be picking some people that have already made money. I'm going to give them some leads, and you're going to say, Jeremy, they don't need leads. Yes, they do, because what they're doing is they're getting their butts off and they're doing a bit of work. They need to be rewarded for it. So I'm going to make a post, and I'm going to give away some free leads. When I make that post, you'll see it very shortly. I'm going to give away, look, 2,186. Okay, 2,186. That's how many people plus are in this business. Look, Eric's 112, and that person's 2,186. Is this business not working? It is working. The first Padlock is about building you an email list. The second Padlock is about getting you sales from that list you're building, working as a team, helping each other, posting into groups. Don't care what anybody says, because it's proven. It's proven it's working. It's proven it's working already. And I tell you that this bonus training that I'm going to be putting into Padlock income is going to be fantastic. You're going to love it. I've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be sharing with you. We're just scratching the surface. We're just scratching the surface. Okay, so I want to come back to the Hangout, and I want to say to you, if you're paying with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's probably the better one. Make sure that if you're paying with Bitcoin, Bitcoin, what it does when you want to pay, say you want to pay $10 and you're moving into Padlock 2, because people are just looking at the screen saying, Jeremy, I thought you said it was free. Yes, it is free. It's free to get into Padlock 1. If you want to move into Padlock 2, it's $10. Okay, it's $10. You don't have to move in. You can stay in Padlock 1. But if you do want to decide to move into Padlock 2, and you can't do it ahead of time, the system tells you when you've got success and you can move there. There's no point you moving here if you're not going to start earning money from it, is it? So if you're going to, Bitcoin's probably the best one to pay from. Okay, you will be able to, if you're downline paying Bitcoin, you'll be able to withdraw Bitcoin. And we all know what Bitcoin's doing at the moment, going through the roof. So if you pay with Bitcoin, okay, at the time that you want to pay, the system goes and checks the rate for Bitcoin. Okay, now if you take a half an hour, 10 minutes, an hour, Bitcoin's price might have gone up, might have gone down, of course, but more than likely it's gone up. You might find that you wanted to put $10 in, but actually time it hit us with the conversion rates and up and down, you're getting $9.99, or you might be getting $9.98. I've seen some people are getting over $10. What we do is we put it in your back office in your AWB. So if you go into your account, you paid with your Bitcoin, and you see that pop up that says you're nearly qualified, click here. Click here. See what it says, because it keeps sending you that pop up so that you'll click it, so that we can see that you've got because there's a few steps you have to go after that to see if your payment's been processed. If your payment's not been processed, look at your AWBs. Go into your finances, look in there to see if you've got just under $10 worth of Bitcoin, because that's what might have happened. Okay, but Bitcoin is probably the better way to pay, because as you start to earn commissions, if you earn $1 commission today, if it's paid to you in Bitcoin, it's worth more money, ain't it? Because Bitcoin goes up. So Bitcoin's probably the safest bet to do. Well, I don't know about safest, but a good idea to pay in Bitcoin. But that's entirely up to you. Right, we're coming up to the hour. I want to say my name's Jeremy Rush, and I thank you very much for joining me on this live broadcast. And I hope that I see you on the next broadcast. Stay safe. Have a fantastic night on your inbox and your calendar in the back of Padlock Income. Tutty bye. Hoo-hee.